everybody, this is Fox Nomad, and today I want to help you travel smarter by reviewing the Anker PowerCore 13,000 milliamp hour battery. Now there are 4 broad things that you want to look at when you're looking at a portable charger. So the first is the capacity, the second is the physical size of the charger, the third is the standby and the recharge time, and the fourth are additional features. So if you look at batteries and you look at their capacity sizes, generally speaking, the larger the battery capacity is, the larger the physical battery itself is. And you don't want something that's too big or too bulky. That takes away from the portability, but you also don't want something that's too small and that has a very small capacity that can only charge up your phone, let's say, once or twice, and that's really not ideal either. So what Anker have done is they've made this small, portable, compact version of their 13,000 milliamp hour PowerCore battery. It's quite small, as you can see, and it holds quite a bit of charge. In terms of the capacity, 13,000 milliamp hours is quite big. It's a lot of capacity. That's enough to recharge an iPhone about 5 or 6 times over and a Samsung phone about 4.5 times over. So this PowerCore has a good amount of capacity. Obviously, any more capacity would be great, but that's going to result in a larger physical battery, and that's something you don't want. You want as much capacity as you can get in the smallest size possible, and this PowerCore does a good job of falling right in the middle. It's quite ideal for travel. It's probably the only portable charger that you would need. It's got a large enough capacity to charge up all of your devices several times, and it's small enough to where it's not going to take up a lot of extra space in your backpack. Straight out of the box, you get the battery, you get 1 micro USB cable to charge it, and 1 traveling case as well. And in terms of that power cord that it comes with, you're going to want to hold on to that. If you check out this article by Douglas Muth, I'll link to that in the description below. It turns out that the PowerCore 13,000 will charge a lot faster with this cord than if you're using some other third-party cord. It's going to be something that's going to come in handy if you want it to charge overnight and not have it half charged when you wake up. This PowerCore battery measures 9.5 by 5.5 by 2.5 centimeters or 3.8 by 3.1 by 0.9 inches. It weighs 255 grams, which is about 8.9 ounces. As you can see, the PowerCore 13,000 fits comfortably on a tray table, so it's really small. Actually, it's one of the main benefits of this charger is that it's a really high capacity for a battery of this physical size. Most other 13,000 milliamp hour batteries are going to be physically larger and more expensive as well. Now, Anker does have some issues with quality control, both in terms of their product lines and in terms of individual products. So if you're going to get the PowerCore 13,000 milliamp hour battery, I wouldn't wait until the very last minute to get it. I'd get it maybe at least a week before a trip so that you have a chance to test it out and get an exchange if it's not working properly. I don't want to hit Anker too hard, but it's something I've noticed with their products and it's something that you should be aware of. The PowerCore 13,000 has a nice black matte finish, which is great for a travel product because it won't have as many fingerprints or attract as much dust and dirt as a straight glass or a straight plastic finish. So now the third and fourth things, which aren't quite as important for portable chargers, but they're things to consider, are the standby time and the charging time. So I would lump those into one category. Essentially what standby time is how long does a battery retain its charge after you've charged it up. So let's say you charge it full, you wait a week, how much of that original charge is still there? A lot of batteries have a little bit of bleed off, but in terms of the PowerCore, it's negligible. So according to Anker, this PowerCore will hold its charge for up to 3.5 years. So I think you're fine there. Now in terms of charge times, it's going to be a solid 8 to 12, maybe 13 or 14 hours to charge this battery up. That's something to keep in mind, and if you read that article by Douglas Muth, which I linked below, you definitely want to use the power cable that comes out of the box and not a third-party cable, which probably is going to cause it to charge even slower. The fourth thing you want to look at are the other features. Now, portable chargers are pretty simple. I prefer them to have at least 2 USB cords so that you can charge 2 things at the same time, especially if you're traveling with someone else. You can charge up 2 phones or a phone and a tablet, and that's a really useful feature to have. So how well does the PowerCore 13,000 milliamp hour battery do? Well, in terms of the first category, so if we look at the capacity, 13,000 milliamp hours is a very large capacity battery when you consider how small this charger is. So that's excellent. I think if you're looking for a compact charger that's going to give you a lot of recharges on your phone, you're a heavy phone user, then I think this is a great size and a great capacity. Now when it comes to the charge times, you need to remember to use the power cord that they provide, that Anker provides, so that it'll charge up as quickly as possible, but plan for a full night. That's about 8 to 12 hours of charging to charge this from completely dead to completely full. Now when it comes to the other features, having dual USB ports is great. I wish it had quick charging. Obviously your phone would have to support quick charging as well. That would be a nice feature to have. And there's no internal storage like the power chip that I've reviewed recently, but again, that's not a deal breaker. It's not really important. What I look for when I look for in a portable charger is I want something that's very small and that has a large capacity, and this Anker PowerCore 13,000 milliamp hour battery does those two things. Will it last forever? Probably not. But at this price, that's probably okay, and it's going to be useful for a lot of trips. Thanks very much for watching. Let me know what you think of the Anker in the comments below. And while you're down there, if you liked this video and found it useful, please give me a thumbs up. And if you really like this video, please hit the subscribe button. I'll have new videos for you every week. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.